So I first want to start off with a huge shout out to my buddies. They are Hunter and Titan mains, but for 1 or 2 days they jumped on the Warlock subclass for me, and they hooked me up. They hooked me up with some gameplay. You know, for being Hunter mains and Titan mains, they killed it as a Warlock. I want to start off this video with a table of contents of what you're going to be seeing in today's video. We're going to be talking about the setup, the team play, and the solo play. Now for the setup, we're going to be focusing on Attunement of Grace. For those of you who do not know, that is going to be the middle tree on the solar subclass. Now with the Attunement of Grace, just a quick refresher for those of you who do not know what it brings to the table. Guiding Flame, melee attacks which connect and empower nearby allies. Get into the next one. Benevolent Dawn, empowering nearby allies with Guiding Flame, grants melee, grenade, and rift energy. And lastly, Divine Protection. Holding your grenade turns it into a blessing, which acts as a health pickup, which heals and shields your allies. Now, my team and I set this up in a very specific way. We ultimately wanted to get as much bang for our buck. We wanted as much Divine Protection as possible. Now, we accomplished that by wearing Starfire Protocol, the exotic chest piece for the Warlock. Mini caveat there. Starfire Protocol will only work if you're utilizing fusion grenades. So if you're not utilizing fusion grenades, you're hindering yourself by using Starfire Protocol. Next, what really helped me out a lot was getting my cooldown as low as possible. Now, I know Ashcross put a video out detailing diminishing returns. I recommend you watch that. I ultimately ran a tier 9 build. I wanted to get my grenade back as quickly as possible. I didn't mind the diminishing returns too much since, again, 2 to 3 seconds were necessary in my book when it came to running this loadout. Now, I wanted to get this build even stronger, so I kept my grenade cooldown, my discipline cooldown at a tier 9, and my resilience at a tier 5, which again helped me out a lot, not burning out the thorn and stuff like that. Next, for the exotic weapon, we utilized Lumina for its Blessing of the Sky perk. Kills grant a noble round. Pick up the noble round, you shoot a teammate, it grants healing towards them, and both of you get bonus damage. Yes, guys, bonus damage. On the Lumina, bonus damage means kill clip, which is awesome. Get into the next thing, guys. This wouldn't be a build if it didn't have a little cheese in it. Now, I wanted this build to be ready to be comp ready. If you went against a tough team, I wanted this build to be ready if Trials was to come back today, and I went up against a real difficult team. How could I cheese my way there? We ran 2 formations, one being based around the healing, which all of us ran Lumina and the whole Starfire Protocol and everything like that. That healing formation brought 6 Divine Protection grenades on top of the healing you get from the Lumina. The second formation is what I like to call the tank formation, which it is set up with 2 Luminas and 1 Lord of Wolves. Yes, guys, a Lord of Wolves. We wanted something with the capability of shutting down any super. And with the Lord of Wolves on our team, we ran the tank formation. By doing so, both healers, both people with the Lumina would anchor the Lord of Wolves. The Lord of Wolves would press in and just literally team stomp. He would literally just push in like an ape, getting healed over and over and over again. We were keeping him alive. Anybody who ran the Lord of Wolves, they ran the front part, 2 healers in the back, and we just took down teams. We killed multiple supers like that. Again, guys, it isn't comp ready or trials ready if it didn't bring a little cheese to the table. Now, that is the setup portion. You have the healing portion of it. You have the healing build. You want to run all healing, all Luminas. Maybe you're all great shots. Nonetheless, guys, you can get a lot of good potential out of that. And the second one was going to be the tank formation. That portion is the setup. Let's get into overall team play. Team play is great, guys. It's going to take some time and coordination to get used to. But if you can get a good flow going, you can have a lot of overshields. A lot of overshields in your favor. But the main keyword there is coordination. I suggest to be more vocal, since the last thing you want, you and your teammates want, is when you drop an orb and no one picks it up. You want to be able to say, hey, I dropped a healing orb. I dropped a grenade on the ground. Pick it up. Your teammates will get it, and it will constantly have overshields. Remember, guys, if you have 2 grenades and you're not vocal about it, I'll use my grenade first. While letting your teammate get his grenade, you ultimately can have just heal and heal and heal. Be vocal when utilizing this. Now, against easier teams, you will probably just steamroll them instantly with this build. When it comes to harder teams, more coordinated teams, yes, you will lose a player here and there during the fight. But keep this in mind. One, with all the healing going on with your grenades, you will forget to place your rift. Do not forget to place your healing rift or empowering rift, whatever you want to run. I personally ran healing rifts because it kept you alive just a tad bit longer when you didn't have grenades. But second of all, remember, you're playing survival, so the main key point in survival is to stay alive. If you're playing Trials of Osiris, if Trials comes back, the main point in Trials is to stay alive. How do you do this? You have so many grenades. This build here, with a tier 9 discipline build, you're gonna have so many grenades. Ultimately, guys, if you have a grenade in your pocket and you're gonna die, that grenade doesn't have to heal your teammates. You can drop it for yourself and just heal yourself. That's the best way. That's pretty much the best option for you if you have pocket grenades and you're not near your teammates. Because when you go against harder teams, you're going to need to. You're going to need to hit the wall, turn a corner, heal yourself, and get back into the fight. Now, when it comes to shutting down supers in the tank formation, recognize your enemy's super. Keep an eye on it. See when the best opportunity is. If the situation looks like they're going to push you with a super, preemptively pop your Well of Radiance. Drop the Rift and fight from there. Have your Lord of Wolves player, the tanky player, ready to shut it down. Our tank player shut down multiple supers when we were sitting in our Well of Radiance. We knew they were going to push with a super. We had Well of Radiances. We just popped it and we sat there. We let them push into us, especially when you have the life advantage, because it really screws up a team there. Overall, in a team environment, if done properly, you have a really deadly build. Something that I do want to say, guys, this right here will probably make some enemy teams you're going up against go to orbit. Now, as for solo play, maybe you're solo queuing in the freelance playlist. I 100% recommend you run this build. You run just the Starfire Protocol, the Lumina, the Tier 9 Discipline, the Ultimate heals everything, and you start healing your teammates. Why? Being able to recover and grant yourself an overshield on demand is huge. I felt like I always had a grenade ready to go. If I got pulled away from the fight, hold on real quick, I started holding my grenade, boom, drop my grenade, healed myself, got an overshield, and I was able to get back in the fight. I felt like I had a tier 20 build for discipline, and I was able to fight multiple times, especially after taking a little bit of damage. You are not only boosting your survivability, but if you catch your teammates, if you're in the survival freelance playlist and you catch your teammates dead, boom, drop a heal from them. You just gave them an extra life. You kept them in the fights. This is something that I'm going to be trying frequently. This is something that if Trials was to return, I'm going to main this right here. The footage in the background was just several games, maybe 1 or 2 games, but ultimately, my friends and I have not perfected this build 100%. I am scared when we do, because this is just deadly. A few outliers I do want to sort out. If you drop a healing nade, you have a few seconds to pick it up for you and your teammates. If your teammate drops a healing nade, and say you already have an overshield, you push in a little bit, you take some damage, that healing grenade, that divine protection grenade is still going to be sitting there. You can go back and pick it up. Another one, guys, you can drop your divine protection grenade a little further away. If you want to throw it in front of you right before you engage, you know what, let me throw it over the stairs here so when I run into it, I will get divine protection. You can, just grab that little heals and get it back into it. Keep those in mind. You can place a grenade anywhere you want, just got to throw it there. If you're running solo and you want to optimize this, then if you're going to run solo in the freelance playlist and you want to optimize this build 100%, run the tank version. Just run the Starfire Protocol, the tier 9 grenades, the tier 10 discipline, and just ultimately heal you and your teammates and be the tank for your team. Lastly, one thing I will be seeing in the comment section. Brave, if I run this, I'll be losing out on an aggressive super. In my opinion, a super can be easily shut down. Any super can be easily shut down with team shots. But having a tool belt that'll keep you and your teammates in the fight is much more ideal. Closing out matches with 3 Wells of Radiance, that right there is probably not only the funniest thing, but is the scariest thing to go up against. When the flag goes up and your enemies have 3 Wells of Radiances, yeah, crazy. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Do me a huge favor. Share this video with your friends, your clanmates, anyone who's looking to improve their Warlock game. Have a great day. You guys are awesome. If you have any awesome ideas like this, any ridiculous, crazy builds like this, anything you want me to try out in comp or in quick play or in anything, comment down below or hit me up in Discord. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.
Total victory.